Floor is yours. What's your response to Mr. Smith?
I accept your apology. Clear as day. You know, I didn't need Shaq to go do that, but I appreciate my brother Shaq stepping, because I guess it was only two people that it struck a chord with. Out of all the 5,000 players that ever watched Kobe Bryant play, me and Shaq feel some type of way. But I know a lot of people can't say what they really feel when it come down to a Kobe Bryant, because he's not here no more. Well, here I am talking about Kobe, protecting his name and his legacy. Because at the end of the day, you only want positive things to be said about you and your legacy when you're done with the game. It's like, oh, well, Kobe, he had Shaq for 3 years. And we talking about skill. We're talking about teammates. We talking about when you watch the game of basketball, you watch them Kobe Bryant highlights, man, it ain't no way you don't put him beside Michael Jordan. So here's what I'll do for the sake of conversation. Let's start the criteria here. Mike, Kobe will now be out of the conversation. We'll start it with LeBron. We don't even need to mention these two no more. They are that good when it comes to the blueprint of the game. Without stats and all that other shit, they out. Now, let's start with stats. You start with LeBron, everybody else can fall in line. LeBron is the GOAT, but that's because we not mentioning these other two niggas no more. Cool. Now y'all can have y'all, you know, whoever he paying to say he the best, whoever he paying to say he the best, whoever, whatever the case may be. You like him, you like him. He the most biggest IQ guy. All that is cool. You won't hear nothing else come from me, because I'm taking these two guys out of the conversation. Because there's a long list of NBA players that say what I say. Because we played, but skill-wise and to play the game-wise and what we seen, man, it's two guys that just, I seen the toughest defense in the world on this dude. Kobe Bryant created moves because of this nigga's defense was that good. We ain't never seen that. He was forced to do you could never do. I just want the respect to just be there. I stand on business.
Former RBA player Rashad Mccants come back as Stephen A. Smith with a drop the mic response for dissing the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, I would like to address one thing. Before I continue, I gotta throw this out there. I gotta send a salute to Rashad Mccants for one, making it to the RBA. Not a lot of players can make it to the RBA. Rashad Mccants is more qualified to have this discussion. He's had experience playing at an RBA level. Here we have a professor talking to a TV personality who has never dribbled the ball on an NBA court. It's funny how biased the bronsexuals are, because one minute they'll attack Skip Bayless. They'll post Skip Bayless stats in high school, say that Skip Bayless isn't qualified. And let me also put this out there, because I'm sick right now. If you guys can't hear it, I'm stuffy. But I had to deliver this smoke. I had to put my sickness to the side, and it's my birthday. But I had to hop up out the bed, turn my swag on, took a look in the mirror, said what's up. It's funny how biased, it's hilarious how biased the bronsexuals are. Whenever Skip Bayless gives his analysis, whenever he gives his observation, whenever he point out the flaws and is keeping it honest with LeBron James and what he's seeing, he's ridiculed, he's crucified, he's labeled a hater. He's labeled a hater for having an opinion. All he said was LeBron James is the fake GOAT. He doesn't think that he deserves to be in the same conversation with Michael Jordan. Do we hear people defending Skip Bayless? Do we hear people say, man, nah, people need to get up out their feelings? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You don't have to belittle Skip Bayless, because in his opinion, he doesn't think that LeBron James is top 5. The bronsexuals are biased. But it's funny how all these so-called analysts who have the stats and the analytics, who probably never touched a basketball before, the Nick Wrights of the world, the Callan Cowturds, the Chris Broussards, even Shannon Sharp has never played basketball a day in his life. But as long as they're singing the praises of LeBron James as if it came directly out of the King James Bible, LeBron James fans are a cult. They don't comprehend nothing but the LeBron James language. So if you're not praising LeBron, you're speaking a foreign language to them. Another prime example, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce states that LeBron James isn't top 5. Paul Pierce is then belittled. He's then met with criticism. Paul Pierce doesn't have LeBron James before Kobe. Majority of these NBA players don't have LeBron over Kobe. But are they entitled to their opinion? No.
Is he top 5 in the league still?
What? Bron ain't top 5 in the league? Name 4 other players better than Bron.
The Joker,
No.
Embiid,
No, I'm not picking none of these niggas over.
Giannis, and Tatum.
Man,
Shut up.
Tatum, I love that. I saw
Please stop with this nonsense.
Oh,
you
man,
stop,
P,
nigga.
that was impressive. Man, get your ass out of here.
Right away.
I saw Joel
That was
Embiid have
impressive.
15 points in the final game.
That was
Get your
impressive.
garbage ass out of here. You talking about, bro?
That one in you, bro.
What you
game.
talking about,
Man,
nigga? You act like
right
you
out
don't
the
need
gate.
no basketball. Nigga, you don't
Right
know
out the
basketball,
gate.
nigga. Luka,
Hey,
I ain't
right
never
out
been
the
to no
gate.
final.
Luka,
Cupcake?
dog,
What
ain't
the fuck
father
you
to
talking
you.
about?
Hard on Luka, bro.
Cupcake. You talking shit.
Yeah.
You talking Bron, nigga. 66,000 minutes, nigga. Respect, Lord. Nigga 38 doing it. What you talking
Those
about?
guys aren't greater than Bron all
Niggas
the time. I'm
cupcakes
saying
when they
top
come to
5
Bron.
all
I'm talking about
I'm saying
cupcakes.
top 5 today.
Nigga, I'm talking about today.
We're not talking about body of work.
What you talking about then? Cupcake?
They're called haters by the fans. That's their personal opinion. And Rashad Mccants alluded to the fact that he insinuated, in my opinion, what everybody already knows, which is that Stephen A. Smith and a lot of the other ESPN anchors, such as Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson, J.J. Redick, and the entire ESPN staff, and as a motherfucking label. And if you want to be down with ESPN, nigga, you too. LeBron James, F you too. Stephen A. Smith, F you too. On my Tupac, West Side till we die. And a slew of other players are on the Clutch Sports payroll to say all these great things about their glorious king. Because if someone is that great, you don't have to keep telling us every 5 minutes how great that player is. Nobody ever had to tell me how great Kobe Bryant was. If you go to a basketball court, it could be a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old. Prime example, there's this basketball website platform called Ball is Life. We see high school prospects highlights on this page all the time. Do you need ESPN to tell you how great those up and coming prospects are? No. You don't have to have the media selling these players to us. They don't have to do that because we know how great they are. Anthony Edwards doesn't get a lot of media attention. He's not in the news cycle. But do you need ESPN to tell you how great of a player Anthony Edwards is? Do you need the media to tell you how great of a player Allen Iverson was? Do you need the media to tell you how great Steph Curry is? Because these players don't get the same media coverage as LeBron James. This ain't emotion talking to you people. This is passion. It's passion. The eye test. This is what Skip Bayless has been saying about LeBron James for years. The eye test. As Rashad Mccants stated, they talk about Kobe Bryant having Shaq, but they never mention how LeBron James has had Dwayne Wade, who already won Finals MVP and had already won a championship before LeBron James showed up. And he won a championship with Shaquille O'Neal. How many championships did Shaquille O'Neal win without Shaq? How many championships did Shaquille O'Neal win without Shaq?
How many championships did Shaquille O'Neal win without Shaq?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How many championships did Shaquille O'Neal win without Kobe? 1. How many rings did Kobe win without Shaq? 2. Kobe won 2 championship rings without another top 75 player. People say, oh, well, Pau Gasol, he was an all-star. Did Kobe Bryant have a Dwayne Wade on that team without Shaq? No. He didn't have no Dwayne Wade on that team in 07, 08, 09, 2010. And they said Pau Gasol was soft. So it's almost like Kobe Bryant, his achievements is far greater than LeBron's, but it's always an excuse. It's always something that brings Kobe back down. It gets diminished. Rashad Mccants has every right to defend Kobe. You know why? Because the Bron-sexuals have been belittling Kobe Bryant fans and other RBA fans for years. It's people who were LeBron James fans, but they got so turned off because if they call out a flaw about LeBron James, then they're automatically labeled as a hater. Rashad Mccants has every right to defend Kobe Bryant's honor, bro. Kobe Bryant was a legend. And this is where the disconnect is happening. And that's why you're seeing this shift right now happening in culture in terms of basketball wise, because players and RBA fans, they're breaking through the programming. It's a breakthrough happening right now. They've been watching the ESPN and Sports Center their entire lives. constantly telling them, brainwashing to them that LeBron James is somehow equal to Michael Jordan or close to it. But it doesn't match the eye test. They're seeing LeBron James have the most All-Stars in NBA history. Not only did he play with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, when LeBron James wins, he gets all the credit. When they lose, they tear down the other players. They say he had no help. It's a repeated theme all the time. But he also had Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Amon Shepard, J.R. Smith. But they take credit away from them to build up LeBron James. He's not God to us, but he's been sold to you guys as God. But RBA players, as I said, these are professionals. They played with Kobe Bryant. They got to see him firsthand up close. They understand that numbers can be deceiving. They don't tell the whole truth. The circumstances was different. When Kobe came to the league, it was automatically Shaq's team. Why? Because Shaq was already established in Orlando. He had already carried Penny Hardaway to the finals. Nick Van Exel, Eddie Jones already had made noise before Kobe showed up. The circumstances was different, so he had to come off the bench. He had to. He earned his spot. Y'all don't talk about how LeBron James get all his coaches fired. If Kobe Bryant got all his coaches fired, he'd be demonized. If Kobe Bryant traded his teammates, if they didn't perform to his liking, he'd be demonized. All of LeBron's shortcomings get swept up under the rug. LeBron James has played with the most All-Stars in NBA history. He's had more talent in his tenure with the Lakers than Kobe Bryant ever had. This man has a lot of help and he's still crying for more help. All LeBron James has to show for being with the Lakers is a Mickey Mouse bubble championship. Nobody honored that. Players throughout the league, the bronzexuals are in their own bubble. People outside of the bubble, they don't view y'all bubble the way y'all view it. We don't view the things that's going on and being pushed inside y'all bubble like we see it over here in the real world. Y'all living in the bubble world with the bubble championships. People are in the real world trying to win real NBA titles. They rig it for LeBron. Nobody's jealous of LeBron. It's just we see that y'all pamper him. People want to hear the truth. They're seeing the truth and you're telling lies. And this is why people are tuning out, because now it seems like you're lying and getting paid to say what you're saying. The fact that Stephen A. Smith has to dress up his comments before he can even speak honestly about LeBron James, it just shows how LeBron James has so much power at ESPN. Tells it all. LeBron James, first of all, is a great husband. He's a great father. He's a philanthropist. And LeBron James is this, and LeBron James he's a caretaker. Stephen A. Smith, you're the reason why I still don't know the definition of the word soliloquy. Stephen A. Smith, have you ever asked yourself, how does LeBron James had the highest IQ in basketball, and he's broken the record for most turnovers in RBA history? How do you have the highest IQ in basketball and you're 4-6 in the finals? How do you have the highest IQ in basketball and you're 74% free throw shooter? Your IQ should tell you you need to get in the gym so you can become a better free throw shooter.